This is my first time that I'm just going to talk while I do a full-on tutorial. Hopefully this goes well. I didn't write a script. We're just going to go straight into it. You want to grab an SVG version of your logo. There's a lot of ways to get that. I'll use Figma, and if you want to learn how to do that, today's not the day for that. I'm just going to speed run it through with you. We have this Gucci logo. I just, for example, okay, fine, I'll tell you. I just took 2 circles. Yeah, or one. I just took 1 circle, and I want the stroke of that, no fill. That's fine. We're gonna turn it red so we can see better. Increase the stroke depth, and then I want to cut out this piece. I think it's like maybe about that size. Yeah, cut it. Wait, before we do that, I need to flatten this one, I think. Okay. Subtract. Boom. Now we need this little piece of the G. Take a rectangle, unify that, and then copy, paste, and flip it horizontally. Ta-da! Can make so many knockoffs now. Alright, union that. That's cool. Export as an SVG. Boom, there. Now we export it into Blender. I already made this, but we'll just do a whole new one. Just make a whole new one. Yeah, okay. So import SVG. If you press A, you can see where it's at highlighted there. Press R90. Hello? Click it, R90 X, and now we'll see it there. I like to set the origin to the volume and selection to cursor that, so it's in the middle. Now if you go to the right, you'll see the data properties. Click on that and scroll down until you see geometry. This is all we need for extrude. Oh, maybe I can explain to you. See how it's flat? So we want to give it some thickness. We'll go into extrude. I'm going to do maybe like 0.003, and we kind of want it to be a little like round, beveled. See, the edges are so straight. In that same area, if you look down just a little bit under bevel, you'll find depth. And holding shift, I'll just scroll until I see what I like, which is, we'll just keep it in 3s. No, 2. I think that's fine. Yeah, so that's our Gucci logo. For the sake of simplicity, let's just convert this into an object now. And duplicate it, hide that, just in case you make a mistake. It's good practice. It's also good practice to name things correctly, but I'm speed running, okay? I'm running out of storage space. All right, so if we take a look at art design, we can see that we want, in this case, it looks, how do I show you? 4 logos, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's mirrored on the other side. So if we simplify it, it will be easier to design in the software. So looking at this, we want to make a second one. Go to the modifiers here and select array. I want it to come closer, so under the X factor, we're just going to slide it until it looks about right. I like to keep it at like similar distance, and we can be really particular with this, but for the sake of this tutorial, yeah, you get it. And now we want another one at the top, so we will add a second array, and instead of on the X factor, take it down to 0, we want it on the Y. Again, just scroll it until it's about the same width. Boom. Ta-da! Now we just, you know what? No, duplicate. We should have duplicated it from here. Yeah, this is a better spawn point. This is a better save spot, you know? So duplicate that, hide it. Now we're going to, for again, the sake of simplicity, in case you guys run into any errors, just convert it into a mesh here. And then you can set your origin to the mass so that it's the center is here, and you will take the selection to the cursor. I use Shift S for for that command. I don't know if it's the same on yours. If not, then I think that you can go to, I don't know, figure it out. Okay, so we want it to bend so it makes that cup bag effect. To do that, we want the modifier simple deform, bend, and ooh, it looks like that because the topology is crazy. Let's just add a remesh. Bring it to the top, sharp, give it some depth, and what did I do? How did I do this? Maybe an empty, add an empty. Okay, don't ask me why. It just works out this way most of the time. So in your simple deform, can you see this? This one is a simple deform. You want it to be on the empty. It's on my other scene. Empty. You can use the eyedrop to select it. And yeah, that works. So we want it to bend on the, what do we want it to bend? If you move it, you can kind of tell. On the Z? Yeah, on the Z. Okay, so I'm just going to bring that back to the center. And I don't like how that looks. It's crazy. Do we need that? Yeah, we do need that. So if you don't have the remesh, by the way, on, it's gonna look crazy like this. Smooth shading. Ooh, that looks crazy. How about smooth? What is smooth? Why is it doing that? Why are you doing that? How about voxel? 0.01? 0.001? Okay. This is not good practice. This is not good practice. Okay, but it works in this case. We're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna roll with it. You've got other things to do. You've got, I don't know, dinner to make because you're so hungry. You haven't eaten all day and you just want to make this video, finish it, continue, go on about your life. Okay, anyways, I did 180 degrees for my angle. That's great. Now we need the other side, and to do that we need to mirror it. So grab a mirror modifier, and we're going to want it on the, we're going to want another empty. We love empties here. Big fan of empties. So again, back to the mirror modifier. Click on that new empty. I slid it to the right, if you didn't catch that. And I always guess. This time we want it on the y-axis. So we can see now that it's a little too far apart. We just want to go and take that new empty, slide it back towards the original one again until it lines up to about where we want. And now this is where you want to finesse it with your model. In my case, I don't like that you can see this like thingy sticking up. So we're just gonna play around a little bit with the angle on the simple deform. Maybe it's 190, and then maybe I slide the empty back out again. Yeah, that looks about right. Now we just want the base, which ideally we would want something circular, but I want it to be the logo. It's an oval, but I think that's okay. And this is where it works out with the duplicate that we had earlier. Duplicate it again, hide the original, select it, and delete all of the modifiers that we did there. Now you have, let me bring it up so you can see. Now we have the logo again. We want to hit R, rotate it 90 so it's flat. So that was RX for me. And we're just going to vibe model this whole thing. Slide it down to the bottom and scale it up. Go to the other side, make sure that it's, you know, kind of centered. Okay, if it drives you crazy, you really need things to be centered. You can just set the origin to the center here and snap. Oh, you can convert this to a mesh. Again, set the origin to the center, the volume, snap everything to the middle, but I'm in a rush. I gotta go before this video cuts off. Yeah, okay, so this, we want it to be about this size. and it connects there. That's fine. I think that will work. In theory, in my head, this works out and there's no problems and life is good. Okay, cool. So now all we have to do is just convert everything to a mesh. Select both of these and convert it to a mesh. Join it. And if this is too much filament for you and you kind of want to cut down on the filament, I guess another quick hack would be to boolean it with a cylinder. And to do that, just maybe set the origin to the center, snap that to the center. I'm going to go to edit mode, select all, and bring it all the way up until it's like about there. Add in a cylinder, scale it down, 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 and then, you know, like this, treat this as like what you want to cut out of the object. I want it to curve, so we are going to add in a bevel and maybe add just a few segments in. The curve is a little weird, so I'm just going to set the transformation first and then, yeah, then adjust the, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. There's a lot of, I don't like, so there's a lot of ridges here. I'm just going to add in a subdivider, I think. Yeah. All right, go to the original one, hit add in a Boolean modifier, select the cylinder. Might take a second because we're being reckless with our topology. Yeah, so if you click fast, maybe that's better. Okay, if you come into cases like this where it's all wonky, another easy fix is, let me just hide this real quick. You just remesh it. Remeshing things makes it easier to print to most of the time. Just always make sure it's first. Go back to, I'll do sharp again. Yeah. Sharp, smooth, or voxel. Do we want voxel? 0.005? 01? Yeah. Decimate it later. I don't know. Do your thing. This is back to Boolean center. It should be okay if you hide it now. Why didn't it work? Exact. Hide. It should work. Your Boolean is hidden. That's why. Okay, so now let's see the Boolean work. Click on that. Cylinder, hide it. Ta-da! Yeah, now you just convert it to a mesh, or I mean, if you just export it as an STL, selection only, and apply modifiers, it should be okay. Just make sure the right thing is selected. Export it into an STL. I'm going to use Bambulab as my slicer. Import it, babes. The object from is too small. Yeah, sure. Select yes, and now it's just up to you what size bag you want. Scale it up, scale it down. Mine for my A1, it was about this size, I think. Oh, adding the loops. Do you guys need to see that? It's just adding the torus in. But yeah, there's your bag. It should come out like this. I added the loops in. I could show you how to do that, but it's kind of self-explanatory. You just put in the torus rings, and then if you watched this far, thanks. This is unreal experience. Everybody should try that out. This is what my hair looked like this whole time. All right, thanks.